It's that wonderful time of year, Christmas. Station Square was decorated with Christmas colors, and the townsfolk were spreading holiday cheer. Snow was falling that day, giving the town a beautiful winter wonderland. Everyone was gathered around the town's Christmas tree, watching the incredible lights on the tree with amazement. Everyone was happy and in a joyful mood, except for one 18-year-old blue hedgehog. He was the fastest living creature on Mobius and Earth, Sonic the Hedgehog. The fastest living thing was walking down the streets in dimmy jeans, a blue jacket, and a white sweater underneath, the blue beanie, and his red and white Jordan 13s. Sonic loved everything about Christmas, but on this day he was actually sad. He was sad about his ex-girlfriend now, Fiona the Fox, broke up with him in favor for his Auntie Scrooge the Hedgehog. He was alone with no one to love on Christmas. I am all alone today, Sonic said in a depressed voice. He continued his walk until stopping right in front of the town tree. Even when depressed, Sonic had a sad smile on his face when he saw the hard work on the tree. He sighed, feeling his heart slowly break in two. He had no one to love on Christmas. He looked at the tree one more time and continued on his walk. I wonder what Tails is doing, Sonic thought. With a little bit of hope, he walked towards Tails' house and stood outside while looking through the window. What he saw made him happy and was sad at the same time. Tails was giving a present to Cream, which she graciously accepted and opened it. She received a stuffed teddy bear, but what made it special was that the bear had a Santa hat with a picture of them together. Cream gave Tails a loving kiss, very happy for her gift. The two pulled apart from the kiss and sat by the fireplace, enjoying each other's warmth and comfort. Congrats, little bro, Sonic said with a sad smile. He walked away from Tails' house and continued to walk in the snow. The next friend he hoped could spend Christmas with was Knuckles. He stopped by the Master Emerald and saw Knuckles and Taka together. Knuckles had his arms around Taka as he lovingly she wore her Christmas present, a diamond necklace with the words, I love you engraved on it. The two Eknas enjoyed each other's company as Master Emerald sparkled on their bond. Merry Christmas, you two, Sonic said sadly. He left the two Eknas and walked towards the next friends on his list, Carson and Hugo. He stopped by Carson's home, and he saw the red camellia with the teal and purple hornet having a snowball fight. The two friends were enjoying the war. That was until Hugo accidentally caught his stinger on fire and started running around to put himself out. Carson ran after the hornet, a trail of melting snow coming from the flame of his tail. You gotta love those crazy guys, Sonic gave a sad laugh. Though Tails and Knuckles were with their true loves, and Carson and Hugo were enjoying the Christmas spirit, Sonic was still sad and alone. He just kicked the snow and continued on his depressed walk. I wonder who Silver is spending Christmas with, Sonic asked himself. He walked to Silver's house and saw Silver-furred Hedgehog with his girlfriend Blaze the cat. The two just finished opening presents, which were a matching pair of sweaters with pictures of each other. Silver and Blaze shared a kiss under the mistletoe and enjoyed their warmth. I'm happy for you, Silver, Sonic said, a little depressed. The next friend was his friend rival, Shadow the Hedgehog. He stopped by Shadow's place and saw a sight that gave him a little smile to fill his heart with hope. Shadow was kneeling down on one knee and a box in hand, showing his Christmas presents to his true love, Rouge the Bat. Rouge was shedding tears of joy at Shadow's gift, a blue diamond engagement ring. Rouge tearfully said yes and hugged her new fiancé. Shadow slipped the ring and gave Rouge a loving kiss. The two were going to be together forever. Congrats, you two, Sonic said sadly. He just sighed in sadness and continued to walk to a Christmas store, stopping in front of the window. He saw lights forming the two turtle doves together under the Christmas tree. He looked down and saw snow-covered Jordans and sighed in sadness again. He was brought out of his sadness by a familiar voice. He looked up towards his left and saw the person of the voice, Amy Rose. She wore her usual red dress with matching boots, dark brown coat, red scarf, and her favorite headband. She walked up towards Sonic and she noticed his depressed state. Sonic, what's wrong? Amy asked. Sonic gave one more sigh before speaking. I'm sad because Fiona broke up with me, Sonic said sadly. Oh, I'm sorry, Amy said. She gave him a much-needed hug, which Sonic returned. He really needed someone right now. He didn't realize it yet, but his heart was slowly being put back together. Sonic leaned his head on Amy's shoulder, really needing comfort. She dumped me for Scrooge, Sonic said in a depressed tone. Amy was a little surprised and hurt by that remark. How could someone break Sonic's heart in the favor of his aunties? He continued to hug her for secret love. Sonic was slowly feeling better, but he still felt alone. I don't even know what to do. I feel like no girl loves me, Sonic said. Amy lifted his head so she could see his emerald eyes. Sonic just stared at Amy's beautiful light green eyes. He never realized how beautiful she was. Just never paid too much attention. Sonic, Nick, don't say that. There is a girl out there, I'm sure, who will love you with all her heart. Maybe she might be just around the corner, Amy said with an encouraging smile. Sonic had a true smile on his face for the first time all day. Amy's words actually filled his heart with much-needed love. He hugged her one more time, feeling much better. Thanks, Amy, Sonic said, smiling. Amy smiled, happy to see Sonic feeling happy again. The two pulled apart as the hug ended, as Sonic spoke again. So, what are you doing here? Sonic asked Amy. I just wanted to invite you to my Christmas party tonight, Amy happily said. She handed him an invitation from her coat pocket. Sonic slowly grabbed the invite and opened it up. He slowly smiled at the thought about being around his friends, and was surprised when the invite said to bring a date. He looked up at her pleading green eyes. How could he say no to those eyes? I would love to come, Sonic said. Amy hugged him again, thankful that he was willing to come to her party. I will see you tonight at 8, Amy said happily. She was about to turn around and leave when she thought, what the heck, and she pulled out Sonic's gift. The small box was wrapped in white wrapping paper and tied in red ribbons. Sonic was surprised at the gesture. What's this? Sonic asked slowly, taking the gift. I was planning to wait until tonight to give you your gift, but since I saw you feeling depressed, I thought I'll give it to you now to cheer you up, Amy said happily. Sonic loved the girl he thought was the pink stalker that she had made him a gift. Thank you, Sonic said. You're welcome. I have to get ready for the party. See you later, Amy said, turning to leave. Before she left, she gave Sonic a peck on the cheek and happily ran back to her house. Sonic felt a blush rising. He was starting to feel his heart with love again. He looked back down at his gift and slowly unwrapped the gift. Inside the box, he made him a smile bigger. It was a necklace that had a locket attached to it. He opened the locket to see a picture of smiling Amy. Inside the box, he also found a letter in pink paper. He unfolds the paper and begins to read the letter. Dear Sonic, Christmas has been amazing this year. I hardly recognized the snow falling down to earth, and it brings me warmth inside. Even with all the Christmas joy and shopping, I still will be able to get you a gift. The gift is a necklace with a locket attached to it. The locket has a picture of me inside it. It's my way of showing that no matter where you go, how far you are, how alone you may feel, just remember, I'll always be there in your heart. The necklace is also to tell you my true feelings. The truth is, Sonic, is that I love you. I've been your love with you ever since you rescued me from Metal Sonic. I was afraid that you would reject me if I admitted my feelings for you, but I realized that you'll never reject me, and that made me fall more in love with you. You're always there for me, and in return, I will always be there for you no matter where you go. Thank you for everything, my love, and hope you'll make my Christmas wish come true. Merry Christmas, Sonic. I love you. Amy. Sonic could feel the tears of love and happiness coming from his eyes. Here he was alone with no one to love on Christmas, and the girl who always there gave him the most precious gift ever, true love. He felt his heart feel in love again, and that it was when he realized that he had always been in love with Amy. Sonic wanted to make up for all the times Amy was there for him, and he came up with the best Christmas gift for Amy. Amy, I'm going to give you the best gift ever, Sonic said to himself. He put the necklace in his pocket and sped off to his home. He had to make a call to two of his friends to help him with his gift. He was going to present his gift to Amy tonight at her party. Amy's Christmas party was at full swing. Everyone was at a different part of her home enjoying themselves. Shadow and his new fiancée Rouge were enjoying their slow dance along with Knuckles and Taka. Silver and Blaze were on Amy's couch enjoying their cups of hot cocoa. Tails and Cream were with Amy talking about their first Christmas together. Finally, Carson and Hugo were at the food table stuffing their faces with mini sandwiches, chicken wraps, buffalo chicken alfredo, fruit punch, brownies, Christmas cookies, and double chocolate cake. Although everyone was having fun, Amy was feeling sad that Sonic hasn't arrived yet. "Sonic, where are you?" Amy said to herself, dressed up in a cute Santa outfit hat that just for the occasion. She was hoping that she could see Sonic before her party was over, and she was beginning to think that he probably hated her gift. She shook her head. He could have never hated her that much. She was brought out of thoughts by Cream's voice. "What's wrong, Amy?" Cream asked. "I was hoping Sonic would be here by now, but I guess he's not coming," Amy said sadly. Cream patted her on the back. "Don't worry, Amy. I'm sure or he'll be here soon," Cream said encouragingly. "You really think so?" Amy asked with hope. "Yeah, Amy, I know he'll be there," Tails spoke up. Little did Amy and me know, Sonic called Tails and Carson to help him with his Christmas gift. Tails and Carson thought that Sonic's gift was the best one for Amy, and the two immediately agreed to help. He looked back at Cream, and Amy gave him a re-encouraging smile. "Thanks, Tails. I hope you're right," Amy said. She felt more relaxed and enjoyed by the fun with her friends. It was 9 o'clock and everyone was getting ready to sing, especially Amy, but she felt that Sonic hasn't arrived yet. She felt lonely, and she did hide it from her friends. "I guess he's not coming at all," Amy said, giving up. She turned back to see Cream beginning to sing Jingle Bells. At least she had her friends. Everyone took turns singing, and the last one to sing was Amy. She sang My Everything by Ariana Grande, and while she sang, she could still feel the tears coming down her face and her heart began to break. After her performance, all of her friends cheered and applauded for Amy. "Thank you," Amy said, taking a bow. She stepped off stage as Shadow was coming up. "All right, everyone. We also have a special performance next," Shadow said. Amy was confused by his words. He thought everyone was done singing. "This person will be singing a special song to our host, Amy, with the help of Tails and Carson," Shadow said, as Tails and Carson came up on stage, each carrying a guitar. Tails and Carson took their seats and tuned their guitars. The two were ready. Shadow gave a little chuckle as he introduced the next performer. "Amy Rose, I give you the one and only Sonic the Hedgehog," Shadow said, as Sonic walked across the stage. Amy couldn't believe it. Sonic had finally came after all. Sonic smiled and sat down right between Tails and Carson. "Hey Amy, I want to start off by saying thank you for the gift. I really loved it and I'm wearing it now." Sonic began to speak while showing off his necklace. Amy felt happy, tears in her eyes, and Sonic did love her gift. "I'm sorry I took so long to get here. I needed help for my present to give to you. So without further ado, here's my song to you." Sonic finished speaking. Sonic nodded his head at Tails and Carson as they began to play their guitars. It started off slow and slowly began to pick up. Sonic looked at Amy as he began to sing his song. Amy couldn't believe it, that she was seeing Sonic the Hedgehog, the guy who he was in love with, was singing to her. Sonic had the sweetest, most amazing singing voice. Sonic smiled at Amy before bellowing out another verse. Tails and Carson gave a re-encouraging smiles as they continued to play their guitars. Amy had tears of joy dripping down her face. Sonic had a few tears showing as well as he continued to sing. The whole gang got out into the song as Tails and Carson played their notes on guitars. Amy couldn't wait any longer and got up on the stage next to Sonic. Sonic took his hand in his and belted out the song onto the girl he truly loved. Sonic looked into Amy's eyes, seeing the love of them. He smiled and sang the last verse to his love. Sonic's friends cheered in happiness once the song was done. Sonic clasped his gift on Amy's wrist. She also looked down and saw it was a beautiful diamond bracelet. The bracelet that had 3 words Amy wanted to hear from Sonic. "I love you." Amy looked into the emerald eyes and saw he was her true love. I love you, Amy Rose, Sonic said for the very first time. Amy cried tears of happiness and hugged him tightly. The gang smiled at the two hedgehogs, happy they're finally together. I love you, Sonic, Amy said with happy tears. Sonic lifted her head to stare into her beautiful green eyes. The two leaned in and shared their first kiss, to which to them was absolutely heaven. The two broke apart from their kiss and smiled at each other. Merry Christmas, Amy, Sonic said. Merry Christmas, Sonic, Amy said. And that, my pretties, was Sonic's Christmas. A Sonic Christmas story written by David A7X Pierce. My final thoughts on this story? I actually really liked this story. I thought this was a pretty good Christmas story, especially for the holidays. So, this is actually a really good story. I personally really enjoyed it a whole lot. I thought it was really good and really well done. Like, I love everything about it. The concept of it and that. It was just a really, really, really good story. So, this author hasn't uploaded in 5 years. So, I will say that to the author of this story, you did a really good job. I personally really enjoyed it a whole lot. I thought it was really neat and well done. It's such a really great story. I love it. It's just a really amazing, well done story. So I personally do have to say is that it's a really, really amazing story. And this is definitely well done too. So I definitely do have to say you definitely did a really good job on this story. The grammar was good, the sentence structure was good, the storyline of it was fantastic, and I really do appreciate, the good quality of this story being written. And it's a really good story. I mean, to be fair, I really do love this story, and I do ship, some characters that are mentioned and are being shipped in this story, which I do support them all because they're all really good. Yeah, they're all really good story. They're all good characters, and this story was just a really good one. So, and I found this on fanfiction.net, so I'll leave a link in the description in case if you guys want to go check out the story. Yeah, shout out to this David person who wrote the story. So, yeah, really awesome story. I personally enjoyed it. So, the grammar is good. I definitely have to say, concept's really awesome. And this is just a really fun story to read. I enjoyed reading it. Like, I could read this like 20 more times, and it would be just a really good story to do. I personally definitely do have to say that I've been wanting to do a Sonic Christmas story for a while, but I haven't found any good ones until I stumbled across this one. So I definitely do have to say it's a really good one. And I definitely do recommend this story to anybody who's looking into some Christmas stories to narrate. So, yeah, as always, I'll leave a link in description for any of you guys who want to go check out the story. And yeah, I personally definitely enjoyed this story. Like, David, if you were watching this, awesome job with this story. Like, awesome job with this story. You did amazing. I personally really enjoyed this a whole lot. So, I guess with that being said, and with that being the case, like I'm always gonna say, this is just simply my own personal opinion, and if you happen to disagree with it, that's perfectly fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to these stories. This is just simply my own personal thoughts. I give this story a 10 out of 10. It's amazing. I really enjoyed this story a whole lot. I thought it was really neat. I thought it was well done. It's just a really enjoyable story, and I definitely do really like this a whole lot. So, I guess with that being said, and with that being the case, what did you guys personally think of this story? Did you all enjoy it? Did you all not? Also, what we have done personally help make this story a lot better. Feel free to let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I'm Shadow the Lion Queen. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you enjoyed this channel, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to any uploads, that way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, that's pretty much all I have to really say, but if I'm missing something, then you guys can let me know in the comments. And as always, I will be catching you guys all in the next video. So like, comment, and subscribe. And peace out, everyone. And I will be seeing you all in the next video. So roll the outro because I'm out. What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video. And I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as Ms. Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, please stay pretty.